Mongolia is one of the highest countries in the world, with an average altitude of 1,580 meters above sea level. The sun shines on average of 257 days a year. The country being generally in the heart of the system of high pressures, Mongolia is moreover nicknamed the country of the blue sky. Because of its high altitude and of its situation far from any sea, Mongolia has an extreme continental climate. The four seasons are very different in Mongolia. Spring in Mongolia comes after a very cold winter. The days grew longer and nights shorter. Spring begins in March until the end of May. Spring is the time for snow melting and the release of animals from hibernation. For people and livestock, it is also the season of dry and windy days. It is often sunny but with large fluctuations in temperature. Spring in Mongolia is notorious for its whims and unpredictable weather. March and April are considered the hardest time of year by Mongolians. Livestock are thin and weak after a long winter and rain is rare. Winter chills can sometimes last through to the end of April. Animals and people are waiting for the weather to stabilize, for rain to bring fresh growth to the land, and for the spring winds to move on. Summer is the warmest season in Mongolia. The beginning of summer is the most beautiful time of the year. Steppe green and livestock gain weight and fat. Summer in Mongolia begins in June and ends late August. The weather is warm and pleasant. Summer is one of the busiest seasons of the year for Mongolian herding families. July and August bring summer rains that bring fresh grass growth. Expect a mixed bag weather-wise, changeable with sunshine most days, but also cloud and rain with some humidity. The temperature is from 20 degrees Celsius to 25 degrees Celsius in most parts of the country. The hottest month is July. Livestock are moved looking for the rich summer pasture so they can fatten, enabling them to survive the harsh winter. Summer is also known as the white season due to the processing of the livestock's milk into other dairy products. Some of the dairy products are airag or fermented mare's milk, orom, clotted cream, and arol or hard cheese. Autumn in Mongolia is the season of transition from the hot summer to the cold and dry winter. This season is less rainy. Fall or autumn lasts from early September to early November. Naturally, autumn is a time of a spectacular color. Pasture and forests become yellow. The end of summer and beginning of autumn is very favorable season for travel. Autumn is an important season in Mongolia to prepare for winter. People will be collecting grain crops, vegetables, and fodder. They will be preparing wood and heat their homes. The temperatures cool down very quickly. You must be ready for early snowfall. Nature is still visible before the start of the long hibernation period, with birds gathering in large flocks to start their annual migration. In Mongolia, winter is the coldest and longest season. Winter begins in early November and lasts about 110 days until March. The temperature drops so that all rivers, lakes, streams, and ponds are frozen. It's snowing across the country but not heavy. Winter in Mongolia is classified into 9 sets of 9 days, each set from the lunar calendar and understood as the 81 days of winter or the 9 nines. Mongolians in the countryside didn't always have the luxury of knowing the date or time. So a set of standards were set that herders used to determine where they were in winter. The coldest month of the year is January. In some parts of the country, the temperature drops to minus 50 degrees Celsius. Winter is the quietest of Mongolia's seasons. It is dry but bitterly cold. These are the 4 seasons of Mongolia.